Hi guys, I'm gonna share with you some kind of new way of being based on a lot of work I've been working on myself and that it's possible for you also. If you're the type of person who you have goals and plans you want to achieve and then you go try to execute it and then it doesn't happen due to some extraneous circumstances and you get super angry at yourself and kind of berate yourself. Um, Here's kind of some tips. So the other day there was a huge sale, like warehouse sale, on at this one store, and it's a bit far, and but I've been liking walking, so take like an hour walk to get there and an hour walk back. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna prepare my podcast. I'll make sure I listen on the way there and back, so I can listen, even cram in 2 episodes, and I'll go get in line early. They were opening at 10, and with these kind of warehouse sales, if you are the kind of like me, I like to go early so that I'll be like first in line and then get in and get out ASAP. So it's supposed to be opening at 10, so I'm like, okay, I'll make it there by 9:30. The plan was walk 1 hour, so leave house at 8:30, get there at 9:30. Maybe stand in line for a bit, 30 minutes max. That's what I was willing to allow myself. Then do the shopping and then leave and walk back and listen to the podcast for another hour. So the morning started off not well already because there was some kind of, I was changing some medication and some health issues was going on, and I was like not feeling as well. So I don't want to leave right at 8:30. So I end up leaving at, I think, almost like 10 a.m. Like, you know what? It's fine. It's a bit later, but I'll just still go. So I walk over. I get there at like, actually, no, I left at 9 and I got there at almost 10, like right before 10. And I see the line, like, okay, whatever. So I go in line and I was gonna get in line, but I'm like, okay, so I see the front, okay, whatever. And then there's a side, okay, whatever. Then they go back in the back alley. So basically this line was 3 blocks long, but you couldn't see from the front. It was kind of like the front, the side, and then around the back. At this point, I was like, okay, I can stand in this humongous line for God knows how long, or kind of just like go on with my day because I didn't plan to actually sit here, stand there in line for that for a long time. So my past self would have been kind of angry at myself, like kind of the inner self-talk would be something like, "You're so stupid. Why do you leave earlier? You were gonna leave at this time. Why didn't you do it? And see now there's a line. You can't get in, and it's a waste of time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your day." So that's kind of the previous inner talk I would have with myself, and then I'll kind of get disappointed in myself, walk back kind of in an angry mood, might like ruin my whole day. But there's a way to kind of get better at separating yourself from that voice if it does come up, or not letting it kind of even don't kind of get stuck in that story in the first place, right? Like maybe you get there like, oh, I should have left earlier. There's ways to kind of speak nicely back to yourself, being like, it's okay, but your stomach was hurting this morning, so it totally makes sense that you left later. Actually, that was actually you're taking care of yourself. You didn't have to come to this thing. You don't actually have a real need to be here at all. You just impose this on yourself. So kind of recognizing more and more that these are all self-imposed things that I'm trying to do, and I don't even have to do in the first place. And so there's no point in getting angry. So at this point, the self-talk becomes more like, instead of like, you're so stupid, why do you come late? And now you're wasting your time, wasting your day. It became more like, oh, okay, well, I came late because my stomach hurt. And now I'm here, the line's long. Well, I could either just stand here in line, listen to the podcast, and had more time to listen to podcasts. Or, you know what? I don't really need this stuff here anyway. So why don't you just go walk to explore a new area because you haven't walked to this area of the city? Then that's what I did actually. It was kind of disappointing. I didn't get to go into the store, but it's one of those things where you look at your life values and what you want to accomplish. And being here was a bit cool to get some cheaper stuff, 80% off. But I didn't really actually need those things in my life. And I have bigger values of like, let's say, health, learning, that matters more actually. So I'm like, you know what? This is my opportunity to explore the city, get to learn some more of my podcast. Actually, this is a good thing. So I took a totally different path back home because it's like another hour walk, and I don't usually come this way. Found some new restaurant, new bakery. Actually tried another new bakery, and it was actually, it was okay. It wasn't that good. But then now I know there's a bakery there, and so it became a nice exploration day actually. So that's a way to kind of turn things around, right? If you're the kind of person who when you make a mistake or you kind of didn't follow your own plan and you kind of berate yourself, there's a way to speak yourself kindly, pivot, be flexible, and know what is your highest value and is your action aligned to it. And I'm pretty sure nobody's highest value is to like punish yourself and be angry at yourself, right? It's kind of like connecting back to what am I doing in the first place? What does it mean? And can I be flexible in what's happening, because there are some kind of uncontrolled situation that happen, and giving yourself permission to say it's okay that you want to change what you're doing today and just move on with your life. And actually, I had a great time. And so that's possible for you too. And I just want to share some of those kind of little stories that people outside looking at you might not notice, kind of the internal turmoil that you're going through. But I'm pretty sure whoever has experienced this know what I'm talking about. And there are ways to kind of work at that. So good luck with kind of being more flexible with yourself, being kind with yourself, and have a great day.